American students currently have over $1.34 trillion in debt. The average student loan balance that students are carrying are on average $34,000. The average number of loans students take to get pay their way through college are 4, at interest rates ranging from 6 to 7%. Student debt is at an all-time high, with students defaulting. Today, you're going to learn about your ABCDs. And not the ABCDs most of us learn in school growing up, but the ABCDs that are crucial for you living the life that you desire and deserve. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. We'll get to the ABCDs later. I remember my mother used to always tell me, Justin, you can be anything you want. Justin, you put your mind to it, you work hard, you can accomplish amazing things in life. In fact, I find it kind of surreal that I'm up here on stage right now giving a TED Talk at the very middle school I attended as a child. You see, I didn't grow up rich, nor did I grow up poor. At least if I was poor, I never knew it. My mother always made a way. She always provided. The truth is, I don't remember much prior to being 8 years old. During this 8th year of life is when my father suffered a stroke. I remember that day like it was yesterday. Him dropping his piece of chicken, the slurred speech as he called for help, my brother in a panic calling 911, calling my mother, the ambulance rushing to our home, carrying my dad out on a stretcher to the hospital. I remember the long days and nights. My mother used to visit my dad, encouraging him as he learned to feed himself again, saying, Jamie, you can talk, as he learned to talk. Jamie, you can do it, as he learned to walk. My dad was a stubborn man, very prideful. He believed a man should contribute to the household. So he took on odd jobs, cleaning floors with a friend. He wanted to contribute to the household. My only job was to go to school, get good grades, and eventually get a good job and go to college. Honestly, I didn't take high school seriously. I failed at that. I graduated with a 1.8 GPA. I eventually enrolled in community college, Monaco, not too far from here. I was always aware of the cost of college tuition, and I did not want it to be a financial hardship on my parents. There at community college, I met my first mentor, a gentleman by the name of Craig. Craig was a very successful gentleman. He was an executive at a pharmaceutical company. He showed me the finer things in life. Had the biggest house I ever seen at the time. He taught me about the stock market and even promised me a job in pharmaceutical sales once I graduated. So I was super motivated. I just knew I had a job waiting for me. So I sped up my college experience, eventually transferred to IUP, also known as Indiana University of Pennsylvania, a school in Western PA. There I achieved my degree in psychology and I minored in business. What college never taught me was, although I received that degree, there was still no guarantee of a job. I graduated. I called Craig up. Said, hey, Craig, got that degree. Ready for that job? He said, hey, Justin, the company's going through layoffs and a hiring freeze. That job's not available. So I'm pretty persistent. So I waited another couple months. Said, hey, Craig, I'm ready. I'm waiting. That job you promised me, I'm ready. He said, Justin, the hiring freeze is still pending, still active. Nothing I could do. It's out beyond my control. So I basically went 9 months without a job. I was pretty disappointed. But something happened during those 9 months. I was able to grow personally. I ended up joining a network marketing company. And this company challenged some of the things I was always taught in school, such as go to school, get a good job, and have a big old house. The reality was, I was living in that reality that was not true. This network marketing company, in hindsight, was the start of my entrepreneurship journey. So the shift in my mind. They introduced me to a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is the tale of two fathers, one rich, one poor. The poor one is highly educated. The rich one has businesses and assets. I eventually got a job at an investment company as a customer service rep. But what college never taught me, it was that there would be glass ceilings. You could only earn but so much money per year. You can only take but so many vacations. You can only have so much time freedom, so much flexibility. So I found myself searching. I was searching for more time freedom, more money, more flexibility, more control. So I bounced around from job to job in search of those things. The reality set in that the only way I was going to achieve those things was to start my own business and to increase a passive income stream. So I started an online business similar to that of Groupon, had some success. I was actually working that business while at that job, at that sales job, and eventually got fired. But that was okay, because that's what I really wanted. I was feeling myself in that business. I was having great success, but something happened. It crashed. I lost it all. I was embarrassed. So I was faced with a crossroad. Do I go back to get that job, to get a job again? Or do I try to give this real estate thing a shot? You see, I always knew about real estate. I always heard the stories, but never took it seriously. So I called up my mentor, a gentleman I knew active in real estate, a gentleman by the name of Mr. Ron. Said, hey, Mr. Ron, can you help me find a property? He agreed. Little did Mr. Ron know I was going to spend my last bit of money on that property. It's funny how life works. What college never taught me were my ABCDs. And I'm going to summarize what I mean by that for you all today, that traditional education failed to teach us. A is for assets. B is for business. C is for credit. And D is for discipline. When you think of assets, think of things such as you have stocks, bonds, income-producing business, and real estate. Since I have the mic today, I want to talk about real estate, because that's what changed my life 5 years ago when my mentor took me for that ride. One of the things I love about real estate is that it pays you now and pays you later. And what I mean by that, the cash flow through rental properties can pay for your entire lifestyle. That car you love to drive, you can have a rental property pay for that. That big house you want, properties can pay for that. Those trips you love to take, those nice clothes you love to wear, those nice restaurants you love to frequent, passive income rental properties can pay for all of that. The appreciation through real estate is another bonus. Properties that you may acquire for $50,000 or $100,000 now, in the future, they can be worth $200,000, $300,000. It's acting as your retirement account. And thirdly, the great thing I love about the asset of real estate. I truly believe it's the foundation to building generational wealth. No matter whether you're the best doctor, lawyer, teacher, entertainer, athlete, that's a gift that you possess. But you can't necessarily pass that down to your loved ones. You building a portfolio of properties, 10, 15, 20 properties, let's say generating $1,000 a month, that's income that can be passed down from generation to generation as long as you maintain that asset. It's life-changing. Secondly is B, for business. Parents, encourage your kids. That crazy idea that they have, you never know what that will lead to. I'm pretty sure people thought Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat were crazy ideas too. Encourage them. Encourage them. Students, that crazy idea, pursue that dream now. The biggest thing you have on your side is time. Don't take it for granted. The next one is C, for credit. I remember being in college, the vendors used to prey on students, entice us with 0% interest, credit cards. Don't fall prey. And if you do acquire a credit card, be sure to pay your bills on time. A good credit score is a reflection of good spending habits. Keep your use under 30%. And lastly, there's D, for discipline. Discipline is greater than motivation. I want to say that again. Discipline is greater than motivation. Motivation, everybody here is going to hear these nice speeches today and be inspired and motivated. That alone is not enough. Motivation would only lead to short-term success. I'll give you an example. Every year, around December 31st, I have a New Year's resolution. I want to get a six-pack. I want to lose weight. I go to the gym those 3-4 weeks, and then I'm gone. I've been motivated for 10 years to try to get a six-pack, but I lack the discipline. Now, I'll give you an example of discipline. When I was building this rental portfolio, and we're still building, I literally invested every single dime into real estate to keep acquiring properties over and over and over again. I gave up partying, I gave up clubbing, I gave up buying nice clothes, I gave up traveling. I even rented my house out and stayed with friends. This is how bad I wanted it. That's the type of discipline you need to have to be successful. And you have to do it over and over and over again. Discipline applies to all aspects of life, whether it's your health, relationship, or financial. Applying these ABCDs will provide you and give you the life we all desire and deserve. What college never taught me. Thank you.